Alright, so this is the polynomial reel. For this first one, since it is saying that we need to subtract, but they're in parentheses, you can pretend like there is a -1 right here and distribute that. So it would be -4, and then it would be plus 3z, because it's not, because it's a negative times a negative. And then and then I don't know why the color's changing. And then for this, for what you can do next is you don't have to have the parentheses, and you can just do z minus 3z to the power of 2 again, and so then you can just do this whole equation, which is, for the highest power, it would be -3z to the power of 2, because there's nothing else that's like it that you can change. And then for the next highest power, it's the z's, so positive z plus 3z equals plus 4z, and then the -4 is by itself, and so there's the whole equation. And then for this next one, we're gonna have to distribute. So first thing I'm gonna do is distribute the -5 with the y and the 4, which would be -5y plus, because they're both negatives, it would be plus 20. And then now for the 2, distributing the 2, it's gonna be 2 times y, 2y times y is gonna be it's gonna be plus, because they're both positive, plus 2y to the power of 2, since there's 2 y's. And then it's gonna be 2y times 4 times -4 equals -8y. And then so after you do all the math, you need to do the highest power first. So it's gonna be 2y to the power of 2, and then for the y's, -5 minus 8 equals a -13, and then what's left is the positive 20, and that's the answer to that equation. So for this next equation, what we're gonna need to do is it's asking, are whole numbers closed under addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. So a whole number, so for addition, a whole number is yes, because if you're adding like 1 plus 2, it's going to equal a whole number, and 3 is a whole number. And then for subtraction, if you're subtracting, like say you do 1 minus 3, that will equal -2, and that's not a whole number, because that's an integer. -2 is an integer, and that's no. So subtraction is no. And then division is gonna be no, because any fraction or anything, and division is essentially a type of fraction. Any fraction is a rational, and rationals are not gonna be whole numbers. So division is no. And then for the last one, multiplication, multiplication is gonna be a yes, because you multiply things together and you can get a whole number. So like if you were to do 2 times 2, that's gonna equal 4, and that's a whole number. So yeah.